Welcome, everyone, to the home of the War Chant, Osceola
Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, a place simply known to some as the Dope. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They'll try the run. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They're working that left side. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Mitchell. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Looking for room. It's Scott. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Power football with the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. They'll run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Quarterback will audible. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where
Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. They'll ride the hot hand. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
3rd and short in college football today.
A first down for the offense. Quarterback checking the play. He'll come out throwing on first down. Going over the top. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. They'll line up for a second down play. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the right. It's complete. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. They're going to throw it again. A shot toward the end zone. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for room, it's Scott. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by a...
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. From the gun, the ground game. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Unloads it left. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback checking off. On third down, going up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been...
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The incompletion on first down leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 43. They believe they can run right here. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
That's one thing this defense...
North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the...
Here comes the offense on first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He slings it deep to the left. The expressway is wide open. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Quick step and go. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Running back goes in motion. On second down, looking again to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 4th down, going to the air. Throws toward the end zone. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Here's a throw downfield late. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Going up top on 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
First part of the equation complete with the touchdown. Now the 2-point try if you want to make the deficit just a field goal. He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal for... Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.